Every story starts with a word.
Loud. My name's Ian.
Yes.
But what if the words are just out of reach? DCPS students have made more progress in reading than most other large urban school districts. Even so, many students are not currently reading on grade level.
The moment I realized that my child was struggling with reading was most likely brought to our attention by her teachers. You know, we would read with her, but at the same time when we're reading and we think that she's learning to read.
One of the big signs that we knew that she was struggling with reading was she would often disengage when she was trying to read. She couldn't remember letters or could not match sounds with letters. She'd often flip like the B, she would confuse with D, which is very common for a lot of young kids, but as she got older, those issues never went away.
Cut.
Yes. When I'm looking for signs that a student is struggling to read, there's their attitude towards reading, their self-talk around it.
They can't contribute or that they feel inferior, a little bit like they might not know too much or might be scared to say what they know. It can come both ways. Some students are the quiet ones, but then there's also some that might demonstrate behavior.
Amidst challenges, there is a place of hope. Welcome to the Reading Clinic.
The objective of the Reading Clinic is to empower teachers with the knowledge of how struggling readers learn how to read. We have two branches. We have the in-schools branch where the managers go and they work directly with teachers in their classrooms during the school day. And then the citywide program is an after-school program. Tutor a student one-on-one.
Drop the word spoke.
Book.
The DC Reading Clinic exists because the teacher preparation programs are not actually preparing teachers to teach. The DC Reading Clinic really anchors in that teachers are professionals who come with knowledge and skills, and we anchor in that knowledge and the skills that they have and support them with further learning. In both the citywide and the in-schools program, each teacher is connected with somebody who can support them. So in the citywide program, that is a mentor teacher, and then in the in-schools program, that's a coach.
What's so great about the clinic? What makes it wonderful is in my class of 22 young people, 8 of them were identified as what we consider the red students. So these are young people with, again, phonics, missing gaps in their phonics instruction, missing gaps in the phonological awareness. Through explicit and diagnostic instruction, everyone was able to make significant gains, which is a huge, huge accomplishment for them, but then also speaks to the power of the clinic, being able to make really big investments in teachers and their capacity to help young people.
I've been doing the reading clinic since 5th grade. When I first started the reading clinic, I was like shy a little bit. I never read in front of the whole class before. Hopefully in 6th grade, I'm confident to raise my hand and read.
Watching a student who doesn't know how to read, you just see how sad they are. They're helpless and hoping that no one picks them. And so I think being a teacher, that's one of my main desires, is to advocate that voice for those students. And, you know, learning to read, you can't really live life without. I think these kids, being in a community like that, started feeling successful for the first time. Something about the DC Reading Clinic that this is the best thing I've ever done in my life. And I know that no matter where I'm at, I'm gonna take this experience with me, I'm gonna take this knowledge with me.
Sneak.
DC Reading Clinic classrooms cut the percentage of students who were well below the benchmark by more than 50%.
Hand me mob.
I've noticed a change in her confidence, and that was something that we tried to make sure that she showing the independence and having the confidence, because I think that was kind of like one of the biggest things, just not attacking a word or attacking a book or so.
DC Reading Clinic really was a game changer for us. Before we did DC Reading Clinic, Addie would often not want to read. She would often groan when we did our nightly tradition of, hey, let's read a book before we go to bed. She'd be like, oh, I don't want to, because it was a struggle for her. But now, if she struggles with a word she's never seen before, she knows how to sound out the word. And more than that, it's made her more confident.
Every success story is written one word at a time. How will you help write the next?
Mercy was eating her second buttermilk. One day, Rocky and I were playing outside. Get out of my kitchen immediately.
Be part of more success stories. Visit our website to contribute or learn more. www.dcreadingclinic.org